Alright, so one time, there was a penguin, and he lived in Antarctica? Yeah, lived in Antarctica. And then there was a penguin. Nope, I didn't say that. What was it? I'm pretty high right now. Pretty fucking high. What was I saying? Oh, penguin and cougar. Right. So penguin lived in Antarctica. Well, he also had a pen pal. His name was Cougar. I'm really stoned. Alright. So, it's a stupidest looking car. Alright, well, Cougar had a pen pal, and his name was Penguin. And Penguin had a pen pal, and his name was Cougar. Well, one day, the penguin tried to slide down a mountain. Well, the mountain... What? You're not recording. I know you're recording. That's why I'm telling you the story, because I'm stoned and I think it's funny. So anyway, Penguin tried to slide down a mountain because he was tired of not being able to see his pen pal, the Cougar. So he tried to jump off a mountain. Well, you know in the cartoons when they jump off the mountain and they slide down and turn into a snowball? Well, that happened to the penguin. And he jumped off this little rock and he landed inside of a cargo plane that didn't have a door on it because the redneck who was throwing a redneck wife or wedding or whatever decided he was going to do his by jumping out of the plane while getting married. And I don't know where he got the crazy bastard of a preacher to marry him, but anyway. Anyway, it landed in the jungle. And it landed right by the cougar. Or jaguar. Nope, it's cougar. That's mighty fine green. Anyway, I hope my eyes are bloodshot now. Anyway, so the cougar. The cougar says, Penguin, why are you covered in snow? And the penguin says, Jaguar, why are you covered in spots? The jaguar says, I look like this. Penguin said, I tried to jump off a mountain, and he told him the story of how he ended up in the redneck's plane. And then they gave each other a hug, and you know how that works. It turns into something else, and then they ended up doing something they shouldn't have done, and they had penguins. And the penguins, this is what they looked like. They had a tail that looked like a jaguar. I mean, a cougar. I keep saying jaguar. And then they had, like, the little babies had a beak, but they had teeth. And it was weird. But, hold on. Damn, where'd you get your green? It's good weed. Alright, so, they had babies. They had tails like a jaguar, a cougar. and then the cougar had tails like a cougar and a beak like a penguin, but it had 4 legs, but it had the body of a penguin, but it had like a cougar. But it had cougar, legs. You understand? So basically what you're looking at is, a kapooger. That's what it looked like, Bo. It looked like a kapooger. That's the only thing I could think to call it. Anyway, 2 years down the road, I met a kapooger. And, and the kapooger bit off one of my ears. And I told him he could keep it. So he bit off one of my toes, and that threw me off balance. And that's when the doctor started prescribing me marijuana. And that's how I got hooked on weed. And that's why I am the biggest pothead ever. And that is why I'm telling you this story.